Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review and install of the Gibson 4-inch Metal Mulisha catback, available for your 2015 and newer 5-liter powered F-150. Expect a relatively mundane 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter on the install itself. So the Metal Mulisha version of the Gibson catback here is going to appeal to the Coyote truck owners out there who want something that's going to be loud and a larger diameter system as well, maybe for performance reasons, or maybe you just like the unique look of this system under your truck paired with that very interesting 6-inch Metal Mulisha tip. Now this exhaust is the collaboration between Gibson, obviously, and Brian Deegan, freestyle motocross legend, automotive off-road racer, and founder of the Metal Mulisha. Now this tight-knit group of freestyle motocross riders eventually expanded into more of a lifestyle brand, getting involved with everything from MMA to music and even automotive accessories, including the exhaust you're looking at here. And as you might imagine, guys, the Metal Mulisha stuff is definitely going to be a little bit more in your face. That is what Deegan is all about, and that certainly comes through in the final product here with this Gibson exhaust. The centerpiece, of course, is this massive 6-inch tip, again, featuring the laser-cut Metal Mulisha logo, the skull and helmet here. That thing's riveted onto that matte black tip, and this thing is just ginormous, guys. Probably even going to make some diesel guys jealous. And because of all this, I personally think this system would be better suited on the trucks with the bigger lifts, the bigger wheels and tires, things like that, because I think it might look a tad out of place on a stock truck. Now, for instance, our shop truck, the one you saw it installed on the very beginning of the video here, has a 6-inch lift. We have the 35s, the aftermarket fender flares, the grills, the whole 9 yards, and this thing fit right in with the whole theme of that truck. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you you can't run this on your stock truck. Ultimately, that's your call. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. But since this is an exhaust, after all, it's less about looks, more about sound. Let's talk about what kind of sound you can expect when using this system. And as you heard with the sound clips at the very front of this video, guys, this thing is loud. In fact, Brian Deegan himself said he wanted something that's going to be a little bit more loud, a little bit more in your face, and it certainly does deliver. Gibson even offers you a disclaimer on the instructions saying this thing might piss off your local authorities. So if that's any indication what to expect, then you'll certainly be happy with this aggressive system. A lot of that is due to the SuperFlow SFT muffler here from Gibson, and breaking out my Wake the Neighbor scale, I got this thing coming in hot with a strong 4 out of 5, maybe even inching into full-blown DEFCON 5 here with the Wake the Neighbor scale. This thing is loud, it's aggressive, it's exactly what Brian Deegan represents, and I think if you're into that sort of thing, you'll definitely enjoy this system. Moving away from the sound a little bit, let's talk construction and materials, and honestly, the Gibson stuff, in my experience, is all built and assembled very well for being a budget brand. Now guys, you're not going to spend a ton of dough on this system, but you're still getting a very solid build in regards to materials. Full 409 grade stainless steel here, great welds, mandrel bent 4-inch tubing, absolutely massive. This thing's made in the USA and it is backed by a lifetime warranty. And by the way, this is currently one of your only options on the site for picking up a 4-inch system for your Coyote powered truck. Now that 4-inch mandrel bent tubing does make its way through one of Gibson's signature mufflers. Again, their SuperFlow Muffler does feature a combination of both baffles and chambers, and this just does produce a ton of volume here with this system. After that SuperFlow Muffler, everything is going to exit out this absolutely massive category-leading 6-inch tip. Usually I call the 5-inch tips grapefruit shooters. My buddy Sage said this thing is a cantaloupe shooter, and I think that's the perfect description with this system. Again, ceramic black coating, so it's going to be very durable, very heat resistant, finished off with their traditional helmet and skull logo. And all of this stuff in all of its glory is going to exit in the factory location right behind that passenger side rear tire. Now we've kind of danced around the price a little bit in this video, but let's address it head on here with the Metal Mulisha system, and let's break down what you are getting here. Again, full stainless steel construction, the made in USA lifetime warranty, the industry or class leading 6-inch tip. You're getting all this for right around the mid $500 price point, which in my opinion is a very good deal compared to some of the other full stainless options currently available on the site. Let's switch gears and talk quickly about the install. This is going to be a pretty straightforward 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or 2 in the garage or shop before you're shaking some windows. Again, no cutting, no permanent modification here with the Gibson system. Instead, you're just looking at a basic socket set and a little bit of mechanical expertise. This one, again, really isn't going to test your toolbox or your know-how, so just leave yourself a couple of hours in the garage and you should be good to go. Guys, I know the 4-inch Metal Mulisha system for your Coyote-powered F-150 certainly will not be for everyone, and that's perfectly all right. But if you're a fan of loud systems, you abide by the bigger is better mantra, and you want something that's put together very well despite the low price, I think you're going to enjoy the 4-inch system from Gibson and Brian Deegan. Be sure to check one out for your F-150 right here at AmericanMuscle.com.